The second is the more obvious one, losing your quarterback for the first 4 games of the season. Patriots owner Robert Kraft was very outspoken through this entire process, combative. He spoke for the fans. And that was just the first of many incidents that happened on the field. Martellus Bennett got involved with former teammate Lamar Houston. But Brian Stork took things for the next level when he headbutted linebacker John Timu, landed a pair of punches to the face, and he got tossed, sent packing back into the locker room. Hard week for the players in this league with 5 games in 7 days, but the week has been especially cruel for Denver faceoff man Max Adler, hospitalized on Sunday night with heat exhaustion. He was forced to sit on Tuesday, but he came back with a vengeance. You're about to see and witness the final 15 minutes of an astounding 20-year Major League Lacrosse career. John Grant Jr. is the founding father of this league. A really powerful conversation with Mark earlier today, so articulate, speaking on behalf of the 4 African-American players in Major League Lacrosse, talking about that Black Lives Matter social justice movement. He said we really wanted to have our words spoken so that we are not misinterpreted. The fact of the matter that he said that he is speaking not only on behalf of being a black man playing lacrosse, but what that represents for the rest of the nation. He said, it's not an obligation, but I am obliged to do this for everyone else. This isn't a moment, this is a movement. Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick both used the word poise when talking about their rookie quarterback, but they weren't so candid when asked if Jacoby Brissett would be starting Thursday night against the Texans. Brissett's teammates also gave the rookie a hefty vote of confidence while still rooting hard for Jimmy Garoppolo to make a very speedy recovery. Yeah, Kay, 4 straight games of 300-plus passing yards. I'd say that's a resurgence. Brian Hoyer has yet to throw an interception. He's 3rd in the league in completion percentage, and he's going up against the Packers secondary with 3 healthy cornerbacks. Much to the surprise of the media members yesterday, we walked in and music was bouncing off of the walls. Players were serenading each other to old school hip hop, as one media member put it. This locker room felt like it went from the crypt to the crib. Well, at times you might have needed a roster on hand to identify all the new names, numbers, and faces, but it was Evan Ingram, the rookie, the first-round pick that they got in the offseason that did the majority of the damage. He knew going into this game that his number would be called, stepping up on big occasions and big plays, and that is exactly what he did tonight, Sean. Well, a tumultuous week for the Giants, putting 3 of their best wide receivers on injured reserve, a changing cast of characters around Eli Manning, but Amani, he fared pretty well with these 4 young wide receivers. Welcome back to Giants Postgame Live, presented by Mercedes-Benz. Right now, we got to head back to Mile High in Denver, where Paul Dottino and Howard Cross are standing by down on the field. Guys, take it away.
Out on the field with Army head coach Jeff Monken. Courtney.
Coach Monken, we've seen the success you've had at home, 2-0 at Michie Stadium. What is it about playing in this venue that allows you to have so much success?
I think the guys are just excited to play at home, and I think the core cadets over there makes a big difference.
Both quarterbacks have played very well so far this season. Who are you going to go with the starting knob today?
They'll both play today.
A frustrating 3 weeks for your team following a big win at home against Buffalo. What was the message in the locker room to make sure your guys get back on track today?
Play them one at a time.
A lot of people here, Patriot fans, NFL fans in general, remember those days with Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski in that 2 tight end set. It was a 2-headed monster. The word from head coach Marvin Lewis after yesterday's practice was he's looking good, he wants to play. Now, whether that actually makes sense to put Tyler Eifert into real game-like action without going through a full week of practice. Well, the Marlins' 1-7 start to the season is already having an impact on ticket sales. Last night's crowd of 14,222 is the lowest in the young history of Marlins Park. We bring in Joe Rose again, live from New Orleans. Joe, 100 losses for the Marlins. Larry Beinfast fired. Today's no-hitter is nice and all, but how do you really sum up this Marlins season?
Well, I just put a big picture of Jeffrey Lurie at the top, the owner of the Miami Marlins, and throw darts at him.
Very strong words for our very own Joe Rose. Certainly a lot of Marlins fans are looking for something a little better than 62 wins and 100 losses. Thank you very much for that insight. For 4 years, the Heat have been the center of basketball and the basketball universe. One of the greatest rides in South Florida sports history. Are you surprised at the way that this actually came together? You guys a couple years ago had a dream coming to Miami, playing for Eric Spoelstra and winning championships.
Well, I mean, this was our vision.
All right, to a little football now. The Dolphins' O-line took a major hit this week as Pro Bowl center Mike Pouncey underwent hip surgery for a torn labrum. He is expected to miss
3 months.
If you read the extensive list of damage done to Keller's injured right knee, the devil is in the details.
Well, that's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
For now, we're live on Biscayne Boulevard. Courtney Fallon, NBC6, South Florida.